From West Bloomfield, welcome to the 49th Annual Michigan Week Awards. Our host for tonight's ceremony is WWJ News Radio 950's midday anchor and host of The Splash, Brooke Allen. Presenting awards tonight, Pamela Zajac, West Bloomfield Township Clerk Debbie Binder, Carol Hack, from Temple Israel, Rabbi Jennifer Kaluzny, President of Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital, Eric Wallace, West Bloomfield Police Department Chief Mike Patton, West Bloomfield Fire Department Chief Greg Flynn, West Bloomfield School Superintendent Dr. Gerald Hill, and Deborah Macon. And now, here's your host, Brooke Allen.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brooke Allen. Welcome to the 49th Annual Greater West Bloomfield Michigan Week Community Awards celebration. Today, we honor and thank the bright stars among us who shine for the benefit of others. And soon, you'll hear of those who model Helen Keller's famous words, "Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much." Governor Whitmer sent this special greeting. Dear friends, on behalf of the state of Michigan, I would like to extend my warmest greetings to everyone attending the 49th Greater West Bloomfield Michigan Week Community Awards presentation. I am grateful for this opportunity to recognize, thank, and celebrate the many volunteers of Greater West Bloomfield who have selflessly devoted their time, talent, and resources to serve their community year-round. Launched in May of 1954, Michigan Week is a long-standing tradition founded by former State of Michigan Economic Development Director Don Weeks. And the tradition is grounded in Mr. Weeks' vision of bringing the business, labor, government, and education communities together under one unified goal of promoting Michigan. And this year, Greater West Bloomfield Michigan Week celebrates their community through the theme, Shining Together, by virtually recognizing those who have shown extraordinary care and commitment to helping others stay well and safe. These volunteers have gone above and beyond to effect positive change during this challenging year, demonstrating resilience, fortitude, empathy, and compassion. I have no doubt that each of the nearly 70 volunteers recognized in 9 award and 2 scholarship categories have touched the lives of countless community members and have helped make our state a stronger and safer place. Again, welcome to the Greater West Bloomfield Michigan Week Community Awards presentation. I send my best wishes for a memorable event. Sincerely, Gretchen Whitmer, Governor of Michigan. Leaders of the Greater West Bloomfield Michigan Week Community Awards are Pam Zajac and Carol Hack. First, we'll hear from Pam. Pam is a former longtime employee in the West Bloomfield School District Community Education Department and publicist in community relations, a past member of the Optimist Club of West Bloomfield, member of the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce and Rotary Club of West Bloomfield, and actively engaged community volunteer.
Thanks, Brooke. On behalf of Greater West Bloomfield Michigan Week Community Awards, we appreciate your serving as MC. We're also grateful to the entire Civic Center TV team for making this virtual experience possible. It is an honor to serve as co-chair for this fantastic celebration. Greater West Bloomfield is a kind and caring community, and nowhere is that on display more than here at our community's signature recognition event. Community members nominate others who live and work in our area for all the world to see the wonderful things that have been accomplished in Greater West Bloomfield. 49 years ago, community leaders added West Bloomfield to our state's Michigan Week tradition. This tradition is about 3 things. First, boost appreciation and awareness for the history and traditions of Greater West Bloomfield and the state of Michigan. Next, tell the world about the advantages of living here, and centrally, bring people and neighborhoods together to foster a spirit of cooperation that will make our community a better place to live, work, and raise a family. The Michigan Week experience is for everyone. Police Chief Michael Patton, will you begin the Community Awards celebration with the Pledge of Allegiance? Immediately following the pledge is a musical selection from the West Bloomfield School District.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Chief Patton. Thank you, West Bloomfield School District Laker Express and Director Sherry Houck for the beautiful rendition of Tenderly. Special thanks go to the dozens of volunteers that contribute their time, talent, treasure, and trust year-round to assure that honorees are acknowledged and celebrated in a grand style with an amazing Michigan Week experience. Have you ever seen volunteers placing colorful signs that read, "An award winner lives here," in the yard of a neighbor or friend? We hope so, because that means a noble volunteer lives in your neighborhood. Please be sure to check out the credits at the close of this program to see all the volunteers who work year-round to make this celebration happen. This year's theme, Shining Together, says it best. It took all of us shining together to pull through these toughest of times. All throughout 2020 and into 2021, we heard so many uplifting stories of neighbor helping neighbor, stranger helping stranger, and houses of worship helping to provide food and essentials for those newly unemployed. The theme, Shining Together, evolved organically. This is how we navigated 2020, and it's how we'll move forward, shining together. To commemorate this occasion, honorees will receive tributes in recognition of their achievements from Greater West Bloomfield Community Awards and the elected leaders that serve Greater West Bloomfield. Carol Hack, Michigan Week Community Awards co-chair, Debbie Binder, West Bloomfield Township Clerk and member of Michigan Week Community Awards, and Temple Israel's Rabbi Jennifer Kaluzny and chair of the West Bloomfield Clergy Association and Community Forum, and I have the pleasure of introducing 28 of our community's hidden treasures. The Hidden Treasures Honor Roll is an inclusive and non-competitive recognition offering businesses, schools, institutions, congregations, nonprofits, and nonpartisan public agencies the opportunity to share how they impact the community as told through the accomplishments of dedicated volunteers and public servants. Each entity was invited to honor an individual or team whose volunteerism or non-political community service makes an invaluable contribution. Our community is better and stronger because of their civic engagement. Hidden Treasures all receive a special honor roll medallion and certificate from Michigan Week Community Awards and a special tribute from the Honorable Lisa Brown, Oakland County Clerk and Register of Deeds. Hidden Treasures are introduced in alphabetical order. We proudly feature their nominating organization. These are organizations that positively impact the quality of life in Greater West Bloomfield. The first hidden treasure is an invaluable team. Shining together is what this team does best. The West Bloomfield 911 Center. A phone rings and is immediately answered to the loud screams of a parent begging for help because their child is not breathing. They're feeling scared, helpless, and completely out of control. But the voice they hear is calm and filled with great empathy and compassion, providing life-saving, pre-arrival instructions until first responders arrive on scene. They are never seen, but always there, serving West Bloomfield and the Tri-Cities 24/7. We recognize Dreama Arnett.
Thank you very much. This means so much. I've been at West Bloomfield for 27 years, and this is a very nice honor. Thank you so much.
Maura Callahan.
Thank you to the communities who are honoring us dispatchers with this award. And thank you to my coworkers and the police department for making us such a great team. Thank you.
Zachary Deliri.
First and foremost, big thank you to Keisha Williams. She's been a great help these last year and a half. She's implemented a lot of new policies and procedures to allow us to perform at our peak levels that we have. And secondly, coworkers. We've been following along with these policies and procedures and definitely helping out with each other. And I think that's led us to where we are today.
Elizabeth Jackson.
Well, I definitely want to thank our community for giving us this honor. I want to thank my team because they are such a good team to work with. They always do so much, and especially the way that they interact with the community has been an amazing thing to watch and be a part of. And I want to thank my manager because our dispatch manager, Keisha, is definitely instrumental in making us all work together very well and instrumental into why we would even receive this award. So that's amazing.
Arvin Luis.
I appreciate the award. It's really surprising, and it's really cool that we get recognized for things like this. I guess I just want to thank everyone at the department here for having me be here, do what I do, and making it easy to do what I do.
Carolyn Mayville.
I'd just like to thank our community for always being so supportive of our emergency services. We really do have the best community out there. Also, I'd like to thank Keisha Williams, our dispatch manager, for always being there for us and providing us such a wonderful work environment.
Kathleen Neither.
Thank you very much to the Michigan Week Community Awards. I appreciate the certificate. Thank you for recognizing us for all that we do here in dispatch. Bye.
Hannah Richards.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Jennifer Schuler.
I'd like to thank the residents of West Bloomfield, my coworkers who make our team amazing, the elected officials, and most importantly, our dispatch manager, Keisha Williams. She's come in and just made it a great place to work. So.
Kevin Seiter.
I would like to say thank you very, very much. I have been here for 30 years, a little over 30 years, and this is amazing, and it's a great honor to be given recognition, and on both myself and my team members and my coworkers. This is very generous, and we appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Stephanie Strickland.
Thanks everyone for this great award. I appreciate it.
Gabriella Wells.
Just want to say thank you to the committee for picking West Bloomfield, and thank you to our new dispatch manager for creating a great team.
And dispatch manager Keisha Williams.
I would like to actually first thank the dispatchers. All 12 of them that are currently working in the center that make it all seem so easy when it's really not. They take care of the communities 24/7, always in the dark, never seen, but they do their job with such professionalism. So I really thank them. And of course, I think this department, the West Bloomfield Police Department, is just exceptional in the way that it takes care of its employees in the township also. And of course, the committee. I certainly appreciate it, and I'm sure all the dispatchers do also. So thank everyone. Appreciate it.
Congratulations and thank you for all you do. Brooke?
Thanks, Pam. Community leaders who themselves serve Greater West Bloomfield join in shining together to celebrate 2021 volunteer and public servant stars. The next presenter of Hidden Treasures is West Bloomfield Township Clerk and member of Greater West Bloomfield Community Awards, Debbie Binder.
Thanks, Brooke. This annual recognition spells community more than any other event that occurs throughout the year. And we can be proud to say that we have surpassed the state of Michigan in our consistent celebration of Michigan Week for the past 49 years. It all started with the state celebration and groundbreaking ceremony for construction of the Mackinac Bridge in 1954. In 1972, the superintendent of the West Bloomfield School District, Dr. Anthony Witham, thought it was a time to add Greater West Bloomfield to the list of communities that celebrated Michigan Week. Dr. Witham called on leaders in government, business, and community, including Pastor Freed and business leader Jeff Lieb, to brainstorm creation of a week-long calendar of events that would showcase local values, local talent, and the excellence of the cities of Keego Harbor, Orchard Lake, Sylvan Lake, and West Bloomfield Township. While the statewide celebration began to wane in 2010, Greater West Bloomfield celebration continues to grow and gain momentum with each year. Let's continue with Hidden Treasures. Natalia Bluen, 8th grader at Walnut Creek Middle School and Walled Lake Schools, was responsible for the planning, organizing, advertising, and execution of a food drive for Hospitality House. She is a member of National Junior Honor Society and participates in cross-country, soccer, and band. Congratulations, Natalia, for exemplifying Hawk habits, positive attitude, respect, integrity, determination, and academic excellence.
I'm honored and beyond grateful to receiving this award. I couldn't have thought of a worse time for COVID-19 to happen, but I'm grateful for the experience it has given me. I would like to give a special thanks to my teachers and parents for being role models for me, and for my school, Walnut Creek Middle School, for providing great opportunities for me to achieve this award.
Lisa Brownlee is very active in helping those with food insecurities in our area. She actively monitors the Spirit of Grace outdoor food pantry and has done door-to-door business food drives to ensure it is stocked. She also helps service a food pantry in Pontiac. Lisa has a heart of gold and is deserving of this recognition as a hidden treasure.
Well, this is a surprise. And I just wanted to say thank you, everybody, for choosing to honor me for Michigan Week this year. It's my pleasure to help people in the community any way I can. So thank you for everything.
Barbara Charlotte and Judy Robinson have devoted many selfless hours sewing hundreds of face masks to protect against the coronavirus and then donating them to several nonprofit organizations. Thanks to Hadassah for the donation of fabric for the masks, and thanks to Barbara and Judy for your work on behalf of community health and safety.
I want to thank the committee at Hadassah of Greater Detroit for considering me for this wonderful award. I saw an opportunity to use the materials that were available to me and to use my sewing skills that I honed weekly at the Hadassah Doll Project to fill a perceived need that I thought was there at the beginning of the COVID pandemic. A heartfelt pleasure that I received in making masks for my family, friends, and community is truly compounded by this recognition from West Bloomfield Michigan Week Committee. I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much for this award. It's such an honor to be recognized for, things you do for the community and things that come from the heart. And thank you to Fran Heiklin for nominating me for this lovely award. I'm honored to be a hidden treasure in West Bloomfield. Thank you.
Erin Wiseman and Nicole Faulkner together keep the shelves at the West Bloomfield Township Library well stocked with movies. Library staff appreciates the assistance of these friendly and helpful volunteers nearly every afternoon as they work diligently to ensure that the materials among the library's most popular are properly and promptly shelved for patrons to browse and enjoy. A heartfelt thank you to Erin and Nicole from your community.
We would like to thank the West Bloomfield Library for helping us with volunteering. Thank you.
Simon Hanna and Simon Parker are key in the administration of elections in the West Bloomfield Clerk's Office. They are the epitome of team players with an outstanding work ethic and integrity. They maintain a positive and knowledgeable presence and always go above and beyond, helping whenever and wherever help is needed. Each is an asset to the administration of elections in the township. Congratulations, Simon and Simon.
Well, thank you, the Michigan Week Community Awards, for awarding me this. I'm very humbled by it and I appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Well, this is really cool. Want to thank all the volunteers and staff at the Greater West Bloomfield Michigan Week Community Awards for carrying on this tradition during these times of COVID. And I want to thank Clerk Binder here at the township and her whole staff at the West Bloomfield Township Clerk Department for just creating a great team to work with. It's always an honor. They got a well-oiled machine over there, and it's a pleasure to help them anytime there's an election.
Mary Kay Hare has served the township for over 27 years at the West Bloomfield Township Fire Department since 2003, where she helps out well outside of her daily responsibilities. She is a vital part of the department's annual Breakfast with Santa and volunteers her time to help with other local events like Adopt a Road cleanup and wrapping gifts for holiday charity events. Congratulations, Mary Kay.
I'd just like to say thank you to Chief Flynn for putting me in for this award. It really is an honor to represent the department and the people who really make things happen around here, the firemen and the administrators, the chiefs. So it really is an honor. I'm happy to represent them any way I can.
Lorelei Hoppy, Keith Elementary fifth grader, has demonstrated kindness and determination and made a positive difference in our community. Lorelei has a wonderful, caring nature, shows empathy and compassion toward others, and participates in student council, announcement team, and dance team. Lorelei also works with local charities and helps those in need each holiday season. Thank you, Lorelei, for being a true leader at Keith.
Wow, this is so amazing. Thank you so much for this award. I am so honored to be receiving this. This is just amazing for me.
Lisa Jennings is a perfect example of what it means to be a Roosevelt Husky as a member of the Roosevelt staff team. From the first day of remote learning in March to the current blended learning environment, Lisa has been a positive influence on students, staff, and the community. She has volunteered countless hours helping gather school supplies for students and food to support families throughout the Greater West Bloomfield community. Thank you, Lisa.
I'd like to say thank you to the Greater West Bloomfield Michigan Week Committee for this incredible award. It truly means a great deal to me. I'm genuinely grateful to my principal, Ryan West, not only for graciously nominating me, but for acknowledging my contributions in our Roosevelt community. I don't do what I do in search of accolades, so I am incredibly humbled by this award. I feel honored just to be able to go to work every day in a place where I work alongside some extraordinary, caring, and supportive people that inspire me daily to be the best I can be. So then to be honored for doing what I love anyway is just icing on the cake and definitely the highlight of my 25-year career at Roosevelt. So thank you to everyone.
Barb Kraus is a Greater West Bloomfield Historical Society treasure. Since 2016, she has supported Historical Society efforts to more fully engage with the community. Her upbeat, positive, encouraging attitude is appreciated. She's an active committee member and represents the society at senior resource group meetings. Thanks, Barb.
My goodness, thank you so much for this award. It really means a lot to me to work with West Bloomfield and all the things that are going on there. It's a fantastic community. And I enjoy working with Suzanne Levine in the Chamber of Commerce, with Gina Gregory from the Historical Society, and Heidi Russell from the Parks and Rec. And also I enjoy working with Civic Center TV and Larry here, who's putting all this together. I want to thank all those people, Gina and Suzanne and Heidi, and also my husband for all of his support and encouragement. and Deb Macon for putting this all together. And I want to tell you that I really consider this award a shot in the arm of joy juice. Woo. Thank you.
Thanks, Debbie. Carol Hack, Greater West Bloomfield Community Awards co-chair, presents more hidden treasures. Formerly, Carol served as a West Bloomfield Parks and Recreation Commissioner for 16 years. She's been an active member of West Bloomfield Youth Assistance for over 30 years. And Carol joined Greater West Bloomfield Michigan Week Community Awards in 2013 after being enrolled as a hidden treasure and subsequent recipient of the Dr. Seymour Gretchko Youth Advocate Award presented to an individual.
Thank you, Brooke. It is so gratifying to live in a community where so many are willing and eager to volunteer to make a difference. It is fun seeing new faces doing wonderful things that we might not have ever seen. And we make new friends each year. The success of Michigan Week has always been its valued community partners. These are the many special relationships that fuel its mission and vision. Long-lived partnerships are the magic that propels the Michigan Week tradition. Greater West Bloomfield includes the communities of Keego Harbor, Sylvan Lake, Orchard Lake Village, and West Bloomfield Township. Each community continues to champion this appreciation experience to celebrate communities' achievement and volunteer leadership. Michigan Week benefits from the significant involvement from Bloomfield Hills Schools, Walled Lake Consolidated Schools, and the West Bloomfield School District. West Bloomfield Youth Assistance serves as the fiscal sponsor, affording the Michigan Week Community Awards the benefit of functioning as a tax-exempt organization. Civic Center TV, a program resource of the Greater West Bloomfield Cable Communications Commission and Motown Digital, are Michigan Week's media partners. Each significantly extends communication and technical capacity. West Bloomfield Parks and the West Bloomfield Library each provide invaluable support. Additionally, there are amazing partners that step up each year to offer direct financial support. Our 2021 sponsors include Library Board Trustee and Cable Commissioner Ken and Deb Macon, Township Supervisor and Henry Ford Behavioral Health Specialist Steve and Lisa Kaplan, County Commissioner Marcia Gerstensen, Vice Chair of the County Commission, Greater West Bloomfield Historical Society, Hampton Inn Southfield West Bloomfield, Rotary Club of West Bloomfield, West Bloomfield School District, and Winning Imprints. To partners and sponsors, thank you for your support. Thank you more for sharing in Michigan Week's mission, vision, and cherished 49-year history. More hidden treasures and their creativity and positive energy to making a difference. Suzanne Levine goes above and beyond her position as Executive Director of the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce to assist the business community in a myriad of ways, says Positive Shift Ahead, a local business. Suzanne connects business owners to beneficial community partners and helps them strategize ways to reinvent their businesses. She is the one to know, and we appreciate you, Suzanne.
I want to thank Michigan Week and especially Stacy Zakovich, Positive Shift Ahead, for this Hidden Treasure Award. It's a bit embarrassing for me because I'm the one that likes to usually give the awards, but I'm inspired by all of you to do the best that I can for the community. So I'm filled with gratitude. Thank you again.
Marty Lynch has provided courage and leadership locally on issues related to diversity, equity, and improved race relations. In a peaceful, thoughtful, and inclusive manner, she independently created signs to spread the inspiring words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. She independently secured funding and secured a distribution network to spread Dr. King's most captivating messages. Thank you, Marty, for all you have done to improve our community.
This award is really deserving. Many people deserve this award because I had this idea when George Floyd died. I was very distressed living here in comfortable West Bloomfield, trying to think of what I could do. And Martin Luther King's messages of hope and love and peace came to me, and I decided to have yard signs made. And I found a printer who did them for cost because he liked the project. I found friends and family who paid for the printing along with myself. And Chief Greg Flynn of the fire department said they could be passed out at the fire department. I passed them out in the neighborhood, driving up and down the street. Steve Kaplan's office had them. And the township residents really deserve a thank you for their participation. Everyone I asked if they'd like to put a sign in their yard said yes, as I drove around the neighborhood. So the response was terrific. I'm happy that the township residents liked the idea and encouraged me. And I thank all of them, and I thank the Michigan Week Committee for this award.
Blaine McDowell is an asset to the West Bloomfield Middle School because she truly wants what's best for kids. Blaine forms strong relationships with students who they know they can count on her literally 24/7. She has been the morning alarm clock for students to make sure they are in class, and she tutors and mentors them because she wants them to succeed. Thank you, Blaine.
So nice. Thank you. I am very thankful to receive such a wonderful award, and it's just really something I pride myself in, and I've always just felt very blessed to work for West Bloomfield Schools, and I absolutely admire and appreciate my principals, Amy Hughes and Lisa Graff. So thank you so much.
Don Newman continually gives to others. He checks on neighbors in the city of Sylvan Lake every day, shovels snow, and often brings meals. Most important, Don has raised his boys, Nick and Richard, to think and care for others, training future citizens of the city to continue his proud way of life. Thanks, Don. It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood when Don Newman is around.
Well, thank you for this award. I'm proud to receive it. As a 7th generation West Bloomfielder, I really get a kick out of this. So once again, thank you, and thanks to the Michigan Week Committee for nominating me and giving me the award.
Wendy Osthaus, as manager of the Friend Shop, has organized the extremely popular book sales. As a past president of the Friends organization, she has done much to make our library a nationally renowned treasure. Wendy served the West Bloomfield Township Public Library for many years as a member of the Library Board of Trustees. Thank you, Wendy, for all you have done to make our library a true gem.
All right, this is very nice. I was very touched. We had been in Florida, and I drove in, and there was a sign in my front yard. So I was very surprised, and I'm very touched, and love everybody at the library, and I thank you all for this honor. And, you know, the Friends are the best group ever. So thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Amy Quinn and Becky Heitch have worked with the Greater West Bloomfield Community Coalition to revamp and extend the Kids in Charge curriculum. Amy reworked the program for elementary physical education teachers, and she and Becky created a curriculum for middle school and trained teachers to facilitate either virtually or in person. Thank you to these devoted educators.
What a great honor. I want to thank you so much. We love working with the Greater West Bloomfield Coalition with Kids in Charge, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much for allowing me the honor to be a part of this wonderful week of celebrating volunteers from the Greater West Bloomfield community. Thank you again. We appreciate it, and I'm truly honored, and I love my yard sign. Thank you.
Brooke, back to you.
Thanks, Carol. The next presenter of Hidden Treasures is Rabbi Jennifer Kaluzny of Temple, Israel. Rabbi is chair of the Clergy Association and Community Forum.
Thanks, Brooke. It's a pleasure being part of this year's Greater West Bloomfield Michigan Week Community Awards.
The 2021 theme this year, Shining Together, is evident within all of the congregations serving and supporting our community. More families have needed support, and more families have reached out to offer their support than ever before. Greater West Bloomfield is truly a generous community with an abundant spirit. And this year, there are more hidden treasures than ever. Claudia Rogers supports Scotch Elementary School as an outstanding social worker for the West Bloomfield School District. She consistently goes above and beyond her responsibilities by holding countless meetings with parents and students before and after school. Her tenacity and her empathy for students has helped many families during this difficult, isolating time. Claudia, we are truly fortunate to have you in our community.
Thank you so much, West Bloomfield School District, particularly my principal, Mr. Scrivo at Scotch Elementary School, for this award. I am so happy to accept this award as a hidden treasure for the Greater West Bloomfield School District. Thank you.
Teresa Roscher is a volunteer at the West Bloomfield Parks Senior Services Advisory Team, a group of West Bloomfield residents who meet monthly to assist West Bloomfield Park staff in setting goals and identifying the needs of area seniors, especially important during the social isolation of the pandemic. Teresa assists in facilitating a group called the Social Circle Program, a conversational discussion group. Congratulations, Teresa.
Thank you so much for this awesome award for the hidden treasures that I received from West Bloomfield Parks. So thank you, Kelly and Jennifer and Heidi. This is so amazing. I am so honored. It's a really fun group to be part of, and I'm just glad that we've been able to do so much that we've been able to do during COVID, but this is just a great honor. Thank you so much.
Jaspreet Singh has led the Rotary Strive Scholarship Committee for 3 years, meeting regularly with students to provide encouragement and motivation and to mentor and assess needs. Jaspreet also assists in other Rotary service projects, and outside Rotary, he is a regular driver for Meals on Wheels and is active in his Gurdwara. Thank you, Jaspreet, for exemplifying the Rotary credo. Service above self.
Thank you so much. I wanted to thank the Rotary Club of West Bloomfield and the Rotary organization. I think the organization as a whole does a great job, and the local club in West Bloomfield really supports the community, and it's really being an honor being part of that organization.
Marian Sadich founded the West Bloomfield Interact Club, a Rotary-sponsored youth leadership group open to all students ages 12 to 18, and acted as a role model, advisor, and chief cheerleader for these inspirational young leaders for 11 years. She remains a supportive member of West Bloomfield Rotary Club, which she and husband Milton founded in 1998. Congratulations, Marian.
Well, I'm honored to be able to receive this award. It's wonderful. I appreciate all the times that I was able to volunteer for all the different organizations that I've volunteered for. And I'm still a member of the West Bloomfield Rotary Club.
Deb Spencer carries out her multi-tiered responsibilities as the Director of Clinical Operations, Emergency Services Observation Unit, Invasive and Non-Invasive Cardiology at Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital, with grace, humility, and grit. She goes above and beyond every day, caring for patients, staff, and physicians, managing to bring everyone together to serve the community. Deb is past president of the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. Congratulations, Deb.
I would like to thank the West Bloomfield Michigan Week Community Award Committee for choosing me to receive this award, and to Susan Levine, who is the Executive Director for the West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce, for nominating me. I'm truly honored and humbled. I'd also like to congratulate the others being honored, Your contributions to our community are truly noteworthy. Commitment to community and being of service to others has been ingrained in me from the time I was a child by my parents. I had the distinct pleasure and opportunity to carry this out daily as a team member at Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital in my role as director and as a member of the community in which I reside, which is also West Bloomfield. The amazing thing is that when you share your gifts and talent in service to others, you receive tenfold.
Gianna Taylor has worn many hats over the past year related to the West Bloomfield School District's response to the pandemic. Her detailed data analysis has been critical to implementation of the district's cloud learning initiative, and her work on diversity, equity, and inclusion has been critical in leading the district forward on important topics within our community. Thank you, Gianna.
I want to thank the West Bloomfield school community for this nomination and this award. It is an honor to be part of this group that is working to make our community the best that it can be.
Ted Wade has served since 1989 in numerous volunteer leadership positions representing the city of Orchard Lake, including 13 consecutive two-year terms on the Tri-City Fire Board, 10 three-year terms on the Planning Commission, and 1 three-year term on the City Council. Congratulations, Ted, and thank you for your extraordinary long tenure of contribution and service to our community.
I don't know that I would have deserved this with the output and the input to me through the years of the many people that I worked with in many projects, some of which I got my way, and other ways I learned a lot. But without these people, this would not have been possible. It's not because of me. It's because of the people that I was fortunate enough to associate with, particularly within the city of Orchard Lake Village and its various government units and the Tri-City Fire Department. My only comment is those people that are sitting watching this today, we need your help. You have input, and it's very important to get other opinions other than those that are at the current table. Thank you.
Cameron Zayed, Pleasant Lake elementary student in Walled Lake Consolidated Schools, is a 5th grader and a great example of how leaders act when no one is watching. She is helpful, kind, considerate, always willing to be a friend, always doing her best to make great choices, even when things are difficult. She is a hard worker, conscientious, with excellent academic achievement and participation on several athletic teams. Congratulations, Cameron.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Rector, and thank you all to all the teachers who picked me for this. Thank you. Thank you.
These are the 40 volunteers and public servants enrolled in the 2021 Hidden Treasures Honor Roll. With gratitude and deep appreciation, thank you for bringing to life the theme of shining together.
Thank you, Rabbi Kaluzny. Eric Wallace, president of Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital, will present the Youth Volunteer Leadership and Jack Freed Volunteer Service Awards. Special tributes for youth volunteer leaders were arranged by State Representative Mari Manugian's legislative staff, and special tributes for Jack Freed Volunteer Service Award honorees were arranged by State Representative Brenda Carter's legislative staff. We appreciate the elected leaders who send their congratulations.
Thank you, Brooke. Youth Volunteer Leadership Awards recognize those under 21 who embody voluntary personal leadership and service to their community. The youth leaders being honored are personally selected by their school superintendent in the district where they attend school. Riley Shapiro has been involved in student leadership at Bloomfield Hills High School and is currently president of the organization. She's enjoyed learning about our political process and Supreme Court cases in advanced placement, U.S. government, and would like to be an attorney in the future. She has exhibited problem-solving skills and the ability to take on complicated tasks while representing her peers and pursuing her own goals. Congratulations, Riley.
I would like to thank my parents and my community members and my teachers for helping me achieve this award, and I could not have done this without you, so thank you.
Sydney Urbanic attends Walled Lake Central High School. When she was in middle school, she recognized that others were in need and created the Student Pantry, which helps elementary and middle school students whose families cannot afford school supplies, clothing, and food. She still leads the organization, which has expanded to the point where it has its own warehouse space. Sydney is also a member of the Marching Band and National Honor Society. Awesome work, Sydney.
So I just wanted to say thank you to my parents, to our board of directors, to all of the staff in the Walled Lake School District who has helped me get the Student Pantry to where it is today. I'd like to thank all of our amazing volunteers and every single one of our donors. We couldn't have done this without all of you. Thank you.
Audrey Gunalan is Student Government President, Model United Nations Head Delegate, and Orchestra Concertmaster at West Bloomfield High School. She is also the founder and president of the Genes and Diseases and Symptoms Research Club and one of the founding members of the West Bloomfield School District Ambassador Program. Audrey is one of the district's National Merit Finalists for 2021 and plans to study biochemistry at the University of Michigan. Congratulations, Audrey.
Thank you so much to the organization for this opportunity and these beautiful certificates and plaque. I'm really appreciative to everyone in this community who's given me all these opportunities, especially my family, my parents and my brother, particularly the people at my school, West Bloomfield High School. And I'm so lucky to have certain privileges and opportunities, and I love being able to use them to give back to a community that's given so much to me. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
2021 is the third year the Jack Freed Volunteer Service Award is being presented. Greater West Bloomfield Michigan Week Community Awards designated this recognition to honor the legacy of Pastor Jack Freed. Pastor Jack Freed, who along with Jeff Lieb, helped create the Michigan Week tradition in Greater West Bloomfield 49 years ago. This award honors an individual who is a newer leader of any age who demonstrates outstanding volunteer service. This year, 2 students take center stage. Navia Pangle is dedicated to helping serve others and is passionate about making a difference in the world by volunteering with various organizations at West Bloomfield High School. In 2021, she served as one of the youth co-chairs of United We Walk, where she focused on lifting up the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King. Navia is a member of the Interact Club, where she serves with optimism and compassion. We salute you, Navia.
Thank you so much. I really want to thank the Greater West Bloomfield community and all my Interact Club members. Interact Club is really my outlet to do all my volunteer service. So thank you. And thank you to my Interact supervisors, Cynthia Hill and Vanita Kurg. Thank you so much.
Udit Sarkar attends West Bloomfield High School and is a dedicated volunteer who cares deeply about helping our community. He has served since the 7th grade as webmaster of the Greater West Bloomfield Community Coalition website, attending to each detail and updating the information in a timely and efficient manner. He helps visitors to the site easily find prevention information and upcoming events, which ultimately supports our youth, our community, and the coalition's mission. Thank you, Udit.
I'd like to say thank you to Lisa Berkey, Kyler Hua for training me, Karen and Ian Hua for recommending me to be a webmaster, and finally, my parents for helping me with communication and staying motivated with helping out in the website.
Thank you, Eric. Chief Michael Patton of the West Bloomfield Police Department will now present the awards for community achievement. Special legislative tributes for community achievement honorees were arranged by the legislative staff of Congresswoman Brenda Lawrence, State Representative Ryan Berman, and State Senator Rosemary Baird.
The Community Achievement Awards recognize teams or groups of friends and colleagues who voluntarily collaborate on a project or endeavor to accomplish something to benefit the greater community. Laura Silberman and Barb Kaufman have served for a decade as co-chairs of the Bloomfield Hills Schools Parent-Teacher Organization Council Make a Difference Day Committee. As parent volunteers, they have organized school-based community service efforts, creating a positive impact in the school community and beyond by supporting Gleaners and Cass Community Social Services and organizing disaster relief. Make a Difference Day is a national day of service occurring annually in October. Thank you, Laura and Barb. Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital is led by Eric Wallace, president. Throughout this past year, unlike any other in our lifetime, his team has mobilized, redeployed, retrained, and cared for patients with grace and compassion, all while living their commitment to providing cutting-edge care in the safest environment possible. Together, as a family, they made it through some of the darkest days with strength, perseverance, and help from one another. A heartfelt community gratitude to you, Eric, and your team.
So I am very honored to be able to accept this award on behalf of all of the folks who work here at Henry Ford West Bloomfield. The last year has been one that has been unprecedented in our industry and in our community. And we come to work each and every day in order to serve the people of this community. So the recognition for all of that hard work and for what our team does each and every day is truly overwhelming. And on behalf of all of the folks here at Henry Ford West Bloomfield, thank you for this recognition.
The Sylvan Secret Santa Society was created and chaired by Kelly Krause to build connections with neighbors during the pandemic and provide a lifeline to local businesses in Sylvan Lake, Kegel Harbor, and Orchard Lake. S4, as it is known, is all about giving to the community by influencing others, which it has done and continues to do. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you, Midge, very much for this recognition. To have been a catalyst for bringing women together in Sylvan is awesome, but mostly I think I just asked a question, which was, does anyone want to get together and learn about each other and spend a little time together? And thankfully, a few people said yes, and we've had a wonderful time getting to know each other and look forward to a spring and summer when we'll all meet face to face and further the friendships and business support and the blitzing and the knitting and the laughter. Thank you very much. This is a super, super honor, and I'm very surprised and extremely gleeful and joyful. Thank you so much.
The Temple Israel Free Fresh Food Pantry is chaired by two couples, Dan and Andy Mosier and Mark and Marcia Klein. They have served together as leaders for the past 4 years in cooperation with Forgotten Harvest. Twice a month, they organized a distribution of more than 15,000 pounds of food to 200 food insecure families in our community, treating clients and volunteers with kindness, respect, and gratitude. Great job, Mark and Marcia, in accepting this recognition are Dan and Andy.
We'd like to thank everyone for this award, for doing our part for the food pantry at Temple Israel.
Although we always enjoy it, so it's a pleasure to do it. We enjoy it.
Thanks, Chief Patton. Chief Craig Flynn, head of the West Bloomfield Fire Department and serving Tri-Cities, presents the Lifetime Achievement Awards. Special tributes for Lifetime Achievement honorees were arranged by the legislative staff of Congresswoman Haley Stevens, State Senator Rosemary Bear, and State Senator Jim Runstad.
Lifetime Leadership Awards salute individuals who make a special contribution to the community through dedicated service over a number of years. The recipients are volunteers who work to further the cultural, civic, educational, or spiritual aspects within the community. These volunteers go well beyond the call of duty. Clara Bohr made the West Bloomfield Township Public Library the hub of community life. Clara's commitment to the library's mission was demonstrated by her actions to maximize the return on every taxpayer dollar and continually improve all aspects of service provided to library patrons. These actions and Clara's innovation have made the West Bloomfield Township Public Library one of the best in the country and an ongoing source of community pride. Clara personally engaged with the community by serving as an active community leader and volunteer with the Chamber of Commerce and Michigan Week Community Awards. We extend our sincere gratitude to Clara and wish her the best in her retirement.
I am so honored to receive this recognition. I enjoyed working and volunteering in the greater West Bloomfield area for many, many years. It's a wonderful, supportive community. And I just wanted to do my part in adding to the quality of life while working alongside a great team of library board members, friends of the library, and of course, a great library staff. So thank you to the Michigan Week Committee, thank you to the Michigan Week Awards Committee, and thank you to the greater West Bloomfield community.
Judy Garver will long be remembered for her tireless dedication to and support for Rotary. Joining the Rotary Club of West Bloomfield in 1998, she has served locally in all leadership roles, as well as regionally in Southeast Michigan and Southwest Ontario. She was a member of the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce for 20 years and served as the organization's president for 3 of those years. Many have learned from and been inspired by Judy as she exemplified the Rotary tenet of service above self. Judy's husband, Hal, accepts this honor posthumously.
I'm Hal Parrish, Judy Garver's husband, and I'm accepting this award for her. And I want to thank everybody very much for their efforts in this project.
Randy Sakwa fulfilled her role and responsibilities as a member of the West Bloomfield School District Board of Education with energy and passion. Through the ups and downs of public education during her tenure, she remained dedicated to making decisions based on what would be best for kids. Her dedication and commitment to creating a collaborative, inclusive, and strong community is her greatest legacy as a lifelong servant. Thank you, Randy.
Wow. A Lifetime Volunteer Leadership Award. It's always been such a privilege to serve this community, the West Bloomfield School District community, and the students and staff and parents that we served for many, many years, and our greater West Bloomfield community. So I thank all of you for this honor and the opportunity to be recognized. And although not necessary, it is so very much appreciated. This year's theme of Shining Together is a wonderful metaphor for this challenging past year in our amazing West Bloomfield, Michigan community. So I thank you again from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate and love all of you. Thank you.
Mary Suchu was a generous and extraordinary member of the Greater West Bloomfield community, a longtime participant in West Bloomfield Park's senior services, an inaugural member of the Senior Services Advisory Board, an integral part of the Stretch and Tone leadership, and also a volunteer at Our Lady of Refuge. She had great ideas, was attentive, and a problem solver. We were saddened to lose Mary in October of last year. Her wonderful spirit and kindness will be missed by many. Accepting the honor for Mary posthumously is her husband, Nick.
It's my great honor to accept this Lifetime Volunteer Leadership Award on behalf of my wife, Mary. Thank you all very, very much. It is appreciated. Thank you.
Christian White is a volunteer who leads by example, appreciating every detail of successful volunteerism, including the preparation, execution, and review of volunteer events. He has served others through the Optimist Club of West Bloomfield as a board member and the coordinator of many community events. Chris is enthusiastic about the success of others and shares the spirit of optimism with a cheerful countenance at all times. Thank you, Chris.
Well, I'd like to thank my wife Sharon for her support and thank the people it has been my pleasure to work with volunteering at the West Bloomfield Optimists, Gleaners, West Bloomfield Parks, and Movers and Shakers at CCRT in Pontiac. I also want to thank some of the people who mentored me as I got involved in volunteering. And those are Marty Lynch, Marge Schwartz, Sherry Van Vliet, and Lou Elbert. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Flynn. Dr. Gerald Hill, Superintendent of the West Bloomfield School District, will present the Environmental Stewardship Award, the Keego Harbor Optimist and Rotary Scholarships, and the Chamber of Commerce Excellence in Civic Leadership Award. And a special tribute for the recipient of the Environmental Stewardship Award was arranged by the legislative staff of State Representative Brenda Carter.
The Environmental Stewardship Award salutes local caretakers of our planet's natural resources. The recipients of this award routinely engage in exceptional education outreach and initiatives that protect the environment. Leaders in environmental stewardship are passionate about conservation and guardianship of our land, air, and water resources. Sally Wenzel is a gift to West Bloomfield Township. She is involved in multiple activities that promote the environment and environmental stewardship and has authored a children's book, Let's Build a Rain Garden, in hopes of creating a positive impact on the environment and future generations. Additionally, she serves as an elected member of the West Bloomfield Parks Commission. Thanks for all you do, Sally.
Okay, wow, thank you. Thank you so much. What an honor. Thank you to the committee and to the chairpersons, Carol and Pamela, and all the organizers of this wonderful event, and to the community who recognized this. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, really. And everyone who's been so supportive in all my environmental projects and causes. So thank you so much.
The Rotary Club of West Bloomfield is presenting 3 scholarships to Strive Scholars, each a graduate of West Bloomfield High School. Heaven Gilmore enjoys cheerleading, track, and playing the violin. She has found an interest in the medical field and plans on becoming a phlebotomist. She loves spending time with family and plans to attend community college in the fall.
I would like to say thank you to my mom for really pushing me. She really encouraged me to go for the scholarship. I would like to thank my fathers and my sisters too. I would like to thank my friends, and especially my counselor, Ms. Reginald Booth. She sat and she really talked to me and explained to me the scholarship. And if it wasn't for my mom and her, I don't think I would have got it. So I would like to thank them.
Michaela Hester enjoys dancing and photography. She studied visual imaging at the Oakland School's technical campus while in high school and would like to attend the Center for Creative Studies.
I want to say thank you to both of my parents for really pushing me to get good grades and all that good stuff. My brother has also been a really good support. Pretty much all my family and friends, I want to say thank you for helping me with school and not really getting too much into a rut, and it just pretty much just helped me yet you don't even know. So I just want to say thank you to everyone, and thank you for the Strive Rotary Scholarship to giving me this opportunity.
Shania Baker was on the swim team and enjoys art. She is interested in physical therapy and plans to attend community college this fall.
I just want to thank my mom, my dad, my whole family, really, especially my counselors from school for helping me and supporting me and getting this award. It took a lot for me just to kind of get through high school, and getting this award, it just makes me feel really appreciated. And yeah.
Natalia Luna is the winner of the Keego Harbor Optimist Club Ed Simons Scholarship in the amount of $1,000. She has won National Honor Society and Patrick Gilmore Music Awards and will be attending St. Mary's of Notre Dame in the fall.
Thank you so much for the award, the Scholarship Optimist Club of Keego Harbor.
Kylie Cruz is the winner of the Keego Harbor Optimist Club Joanne Andres Scholarship in the amount of $750. She has won a National Honor Society award. Her interests are fashion, marketing, and business environmental studies, and she will be attending Wayne State University in the fall.
I would like to thank the Keego Harbor Optimist Club for giving me the opportunity to apply to this scholarship and also awarding me with a scholarship, and also to my parents who have encouraged me to apply to all these scholarships and throughout my college journey.
Samantha Sloan is the winner of the Keego Harbor Optimist Club Members Scholarship in the amount of $750. She attends Oakland Community College Highland Lakes campus and works with dementia patients on activities including painting and crafts.
I would like to thank the Keego Harbor Optimist Club, as well as Bill Bertakis for giving me the opportunity to receive this award. I am proud to be a part of the Keego Harbor community, and I'm excited to continue to pursue my educational career.
The Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce presents its Excellence in Civic Leadership Award to Civic Center TV. Thanks to General Manager Dave Scott, Tyler Kieft, Ronnie Dahl, Jake Kustash, Larry Nyland, and the rest of the staff for always going above and beyond to ensure that our community is informed, educated, and entertained through television, radio, social media, and online.
Very nice award.
You know, I've done a lot of work on this award ceremony this year, and the thing that struck me most about most of the recipients was how humble they were. And in keeping with that theme, you know, I'd like to just say, Michigan Week, what took you so long? I mean, look at this array of awards that we've received over the years, but not one Michigan Week award. I mean, look at some of this stuff. We've got, this is Danny, man, she's not even in this country anymore, is she? Where does she live?
No, she's over in France.
This is, a lot of people don't realize that Dave Scott was actually the Senior PGA Tour Rookie of the Year a few years ago. That's what he received for that.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, just look at all these awards, and finally, we get to add a Michigan Week award to it as they all fall down. There's just so many of them.
We haven't got them all piling up,
yeah,
right?
Exactly. No.
Yeah.
But anyway, we would really like to thank Suzanne Levine from the Chamber of Commerce for nominating us for this great award. It's really very appreciated.
It is, yes. We work hard over here. We do a lot to keep the community informed and engaged, pandemic or not pandemic, and it's nice to be appreciated.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Dr. Hill. The final presenter is Deb Macon. Deb has been a member of the Michigan Week Committee since 1987 and is a very actively engaged community volunteer. She received the Michigan Week Minuteman Award in 1990 and the Dr. Seymour Grechko Youth Advocate Award presented to an individual in 2011. Deb is a former West Bloomfield Township trustee.
Thank you, Brooke. The Optimist Club of West Bloomfield presents the Be Like Bob Scholarship to 2 deserving students. These scholarships honor the memory of longtime optimist Bob Mellon. Jada Lee is the recipient of a $1,500 scholarship. Jada has a cumulative GPA of 4.23. She is the current president and fundraising coordinator of HOSA, Future Health Professionals, co-captain of the varsity figure skating team, executive board member of Model United Nations, and treasurer of Laker Express. She will be attending Washington University in St. Louis, Missouri, majoring in anthropology, global health and environment, microbiology.
Thank you so much for awarding me with this $1,500 scholarship. It will make a huge impact in my college education and being able to pay for it. So I'm very grateful to the West Bloomfield Optimist Club and the Be Like Bob Scholarship for this. I would also just like to thank my parents and all of my peers around me for the support for me to be able to go to college and be successful. And I know I wrote some of my essays about some of the kids that I teach at skating and the volunteer work that I've done through Lighthouse of Oakland County and other things. And I'm just really grateful for all of those opportunities that have helped me get where I am today.
Navia Pangle is recipient of a $750 scholarship. Navia has a cumulative GPA of 4.3. She is involved in Indian classical dance since 2007 and is now a senior teacher. She is a 2-year captain of the varsity tennis team, 3-year treasurer of student government, 2-year president of the Indian American Student Association. Navia will be attending the University of Michigan.
Hello, everyone. I am so grateful for this opportunity to be here today. It's an honor and my pleasure to be able to receive this scholarship. I want to sincerely thank the Optimist Club for their efforts to spread positivity and optimism throughout our community, along with developing this wonderful scholarship that will definitely help me as I progress to advance my education at the university level. I also would like to thank Mrs. Noelle Essig from the College and Career Center at the West Bloomfield High School for bringing this scholarship to my attention, as she's always looking out for me. Once again, thank you to everyone who has helped me through this process. Thank you.
It is our tradition to conclude the award ceremony with the presentation of the Dr. Seymour Grechko Youth Advocate Award, one to a group and one to an individual. The following organizations have fully embraced and supported youth as part of their mission. They have been winners of the Dr. Seymour Grechko Youth Advocate Award to a group: Greater West Bloomfield Community Coalition, Greater West Bloomfield Historical Society, Oakland Early College, E.L. Johnson Nature Center, and Friends of the Nature Center, Administrative Team of West Bloomfield Schools, the West Bloomfield High School Teachers Staff Mentor Program, Chesed Good Works Committee of Frankel Jewish Academy, Keego Harbor Optimist Club, West Bloomfield Township Public Library, Friendship Circle West Bloomfield, West Bloomfield Optimist Club, West Bloomfield Youth Assistance, Greater West Bloomfield Community Coalition for Youth, West Bloomfield High School Medical Mentorship Program, Laker Academy, West Bloomfield School District. The following individuals have modeled the highest level of service to our community and are recipients of this high honor as an individual: Clara Bohr, Al Dickin, Dr. Paul Lipson, Dr. James Geisler, Cameron Thomas Shaw, Dr. Gary Faber, Jeffrey Stewart, Deborah Macon, Dr. Joanne Andres, Carol Hack, Mark Sigler, Judith Scott, Dr. Mona Hannah Atisha, James Corcoran, Nancy Van Leeuwen, Sally Unrath, Bill Bertakis. In 2002, the Greater West Bloomfield Michigan Week Committee instituted an award to perpetually honor one of our community's great heroes for youth, a man whose focus on how will it impact the child so permeated his thinking that it would only be fitting to create a new method of honoring those who go well above and beyond the call of duty in their love, their care, their concern, and their advocacy for our community's youth. If I must err, let me err on the side of the child was one of our late superintendent's mottos. The Dr. Seymour Grechko Youth Advocate Awards will be presented for unerring, uncompromising, and unrestrained support of our youth. The recipient of the 2021 Dr. Seymour Grechko Youth Advocate Award, presented to a group, is very well known across the entire community. What would you call it when a group of individuals consistently create, facilitate, and execute high-quality experiences for youth to learn and practice life's most important lessons? What would you call it when a group of individuals during these uncertain times provide the social and emotional support that students and their peers so desperately need? What would you call it when a group of individuals model by their own professionalism, character, and service exactly how youth are to succeed both on and off the athletic field? This group is called the West Bloomfield High School Lakers Athletic Program. And for 2021, we call them the winner of the Dr. Seymour Grechko Youth Advocate Award for a group. Congratulations. It is a pleasure to introduce Eric Pierce, Athletic Director and Assistant Principal, to accept the award for West Bloomfield High School Lakers Athletic Programs.
What an excellent award. Dr. Seymour Grechko Youth Advocate Award, awarded to West Bloomfield School District Laker Athletics. I'd like to say my thanks to everybody with the Michigan Week Awards crew. Our administration, both our central office and here at the high school, they always provide unbelievable support for athletics. Our teachers that support our student athletes and make sure that they're doing everything inside the classroom as well out on the playing fields. Our coaches provide a positive influence and role models for everybody day after day after day. They work at 365 days a year, not just during their season. The players, they're so special in everything they had to do to play this year, going through COVID testing and pauses and restarts and doing everything that was necessary so they could go out there and represent Laker Nation. I can't thank you enough. The families, the community, we do it all to represent the community and represent people in a positive light. Everybody that helps me in the athletic office, Katrina Crane, she's the brains in the athletic office, Bruce Buffmeyer, Peggy Hool. I thank you guys immensely for helping me with this award. And you know, we get punched a little bit with COVID, but I want everybody out there to know that Laker Nation is strong and we're excited to keep on going out and competing and representing the community. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Eric. It is a pleasure to acknowledge the great work of Lakers athletics in shining together for all of Greater West Bloomfield. The Dr. Seymour Grechko Youth Advocate Award for an individual is presented to someone who has dedicated their entire life and professional career to being of service to youth and their families. This winner's ability to motivate others is truly a defining characteristic of their leadership and character. Making a positive and long-lived impact is at the core of this honoree's professional vocation and avocation as a volunteer. Serving as director of West Bloomfield Parks and Recreation, and then as community education and community relations director, where she administered a wide variety of K-12 and community-based programs, leveraging her immense talents and in service to youth and their families, and doing this in remarkable ways. It is with great pride that we introduce the 2021 Dr. Seymour Grechko Youth Advocate Award winner as an individual, Ms. Joey Spano.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I'm shocked. I'm beyond flattered. This is the most prestigious award that Michigan Week gives out every year. And I don't know if I deserve this completely, but it is, wow, it's a distinct honor. I was hired by Dr. Grechko back in 1995, and I've been working in West Bloomfield for 38 years. So this is usually given to superintendents. So I was never a superintendent, but I don't know who nominated me, and I want to sincerely thank the committee for selecting me. I'm honored. I'm not usually at a loss for words, but this was a pretty big surprise, and couldn't be a nicer honor. I think I've said a number of times that West Bloomfield has given me more than I have given to West Bloomfield, and I couldn't have chosen a better community, a better school district, Parks and Recreation Commission. All those years, West Bloomfield is a unique community, and I am just honored to have been a part of it for so many years. So I don't know who nominated me and gave me this award, but I can't thank you enough. This means a lot to me, and it always will. As Dr. Grechko meant a lot to me too. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Joey. We're all so grateful that you chose Greater West Bloomfield for both your professional and volunteer careers. Michigan Week Community Awards is proud to host Greater West Bloomfield's premier volunteer recognition experience. This year's virtual event is built upon many well-established relationships, and many thank yous are due. Civic Center TV, Motown Digital, and Greater West Bloomfield Cable Communications Commission, you have been the wind beneath our wings. Your guidance, support, and confidence empowered the entire Michigan Week team to dream big and deliver even bigger. Thank you, Brooke, for serving as MC. Every experience needs facilitation, and your role helped make this amazing broadcast work well. Thank you to the legislators and their staff who provided special tributes of congratulations to honorees, and these include U.S. Senator Gary Peters, Congresswoman Haley Stevens, and Congresswoman Brenda Lawrence, State Senator Jim Runstad, and State Senator Rosemary Baer, State Representatives Brenda Carter, Mari Manoogian, and Ryan Berman, Oakland County Clerk and Register of Deeds Lisa Brown. You and your staff went more than beyond the extra mile, and we are grateful. Michigan Week Community Awards has lots of fun all year planning this experience. Will you join us next year? How would you like to help out? Do reach out to us through the contact tab at michiganweek.org. Thank you, Michigan Week volunteers. You truly know the meaning of volunteerism. Each of you shared your time, talent, treasure, and trust to think together in fantastical ways. Members of the Michigan Week team include Carol Hack, Pamela Zajac, Deb Macon, Karen Pushy, Barbara Moretsky, Dan Durkin, Judy Avola, Kathy Russ, Karen Hughey, Megan Kernat, Debbie Binder, Larry Nyland, Mary Halali, Larry Lieb, Dave Alberry, Lisa Kaplan, Sue Williams, Helen Jane Peters, Officer James Patnato, and Duane Somerville. Well, how would you like to be part of next year's 50th anniversary celebration? Don't forget, reach out to us at the contact tab. Thank you, sponsors. Your support is critical to this annual experience. Everyone, be sure to catch them all listed in the credits. Did you nominate one of the community stars celebrated today? You deserve our praise and appreciation. Without your keen eye and compassionate heart, there would be no opportunity for us to lift up those who make a huge difference in the lives of so many in creative and countless ways. It takes all of us to make shining together our reality. It is you who know the meaning of beloved community that help fuel the engine that makes volunteering so productive. Will you mark your calendar for 2022? Help celebrate 50 years of lifting up Greater West Bloomfield's Community All-Stars. Thank you again. Have a great Michigan Day.
Thank you for watching the 49th Annual Greater West Bloomfield Michigan Week Community Awards celebration. We sincerely appreciate the 3 Facebook partners who agreed to broadcast this virtual celebration over their Facebook Live feed. Special thanks to Bloomfield Hills Schools, Walled Lake Consolidated Schools, and also the West Bloomfield School District. You can watch this program on Comcast Channel 15 and 19 or AT&T Channel 99 and also on demand at civiccentertv.com. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Brooke Allen for Civic Center TV.